Heyo, Bobby D11 here for another weekly prediction. Week 4 of the NFL, but we'll start off with a recap of Week 3. So it was a fun week. I won 11-5 on my predictions. Put me at 28-20 on the season. Looking a little bit better. First 2 weeks I was pretty much even, but I'm starting to pull ahead in the win column, and I like that. So we'll go right down the line for the recap real quick. See what we got. I'll throw in a little statements that I saw. Carolina, Houston. Carolina's D looking good. Let's see, Washington, Buffalo. Buffalo killed them. Washington's defense looks a mess. I picked them to be really good this year, and honestly, I gotta say, I am incredibly disappointed. They don't seem like they got it, and especially the pass rush. Baltimore winning on a NFL longest field goal ever, last second. Just sounds like how Detroit loses games. Like, it just always heartbreak. Can't ever catch a break over there. Chargers beating the Chiefs. That was huge statement for the Chargers. And Herbie, I think he just put his foot down and said, "Hey, we got a rivalry for years, and I'm not going nowhere." And I like that. I like that a lot. I really, really do. Let's see. Pittsburgh struggling on offense. Cincinnati taking the win there. That's interesting. Denver's 3-0. Their opponents are 0-9, but I like Denver. I like their roster. I like Teddy not turning the ball over. We'll really find out this week, but I like Denver. Rams look incredible. Yeah, the Rams look really good. They do. Tampa Bay's defense in the secondary needs to work, but dang, Rams look really good. Seattle beating Minnesota beat Seattle. I picked Seattle to win. So, but Minnesota, wow, Kirk Cousins dialed in. That was honestly, as a Packer fan, I was very worried when I seen him play like that, because wow, he was dialed in. Green Bay. Wow, what a game. Green Bay looked a lot better, I think. Offense was good. Defense looked much better. Kevin King being out, helping Stokes start. I think that was huge. Stokes, I think, played very well. Our offensive line, missing our two best players, did great. Absolutely fantastic against what I would consider to be a fantastic pass rush by the Niners. I mean, they allowed 1 sack and 5 pressures. So, yeah, I mean, we're missing our two best, not only our two best linemen, but two of the best linemen in the game. And, we did well. So, I'm very happy to see that. I think going forward, it's going to be good. Dallas and Philly, I would say that game showed me more of Philly's mistakes than Dallas's greatness. Dallas is looking like a team that's fast. They are fast on defense, especially. But they're looking like a team that's not going to make a lot of mistakes. So you're not gonna beat them if you help them. So watch out for Dallas. I think right now it's their division. And with that, we're gonna jump right on over to the weekly predictions. I'm gonna throw up a schedule real quick. There we go. And let's break it right down. So we got Jacksonville at Cincinnati tonight. I gotta say, Jacksonville's not there yet. I don't see anything in Jacksonville that I really like. It's early. Jacksonville's Jacksonville, as they always are. Cincinnati's looking good, actually. Cincinnati's been decent. I picked Cincinnati. Number 1's going up from last year and this year, and I think last year's number 1, Burrow, is going to come out on top. So now we got Washington at Atlanta. I took Washington football team. I don't think Atlanta's a very good team. They got a win over the Giants, who I said I don't think is a bad team, and I think I might be wrong, and they might not be a very good team. But, I think Washington gets some of it figured out. I think their defense does come alive a little bit, and I think they take one on the road here, which they'll have to keep up with Dallas. Houston at Buffalo. It's Buffalo all the way. Buffalo, I added them week 2 in Miami, and they have shoved it down my face. Throat, face, whatever. Yeah, I gotta say, Buffalo looks fantastic offensively. Defensively, they look good, and they are terrifying for anybody who's got to play them, and I don't think Houston has anything to stop them. Detroit at Chicago. This one I had trouble picking because both of them aren't that good. Chicago's offensive line, as it always has been, is absolutely terrible. Believe it or not, they don't care about it. Shocker. It's almost like the Giants. Almost like you need that. But yeah, Detroit has something going on. I mean, I had a hard time picking on this one. It's at Chicago. Chicago beats Cincinnati at home. I had trouble picking because I don't know who will win this, but I took Chicago for the home field advantage. I think they do play better at home. It'll be Fields. Maybe he'll play this week, but if not, I think Chicago will take it. I don't think Detroit's got that good of a pass rush, not like the Browns do. So we'll see. But I took Chicago. Carolina at Dallas was another tough one for me. Carolina, I like Carolina more. I really do, but they're hurt. Dallas's defense is hurt. I took Carolina. I think they're gonna sneak this one out because Dallas is kind of riding high right now, and I don't know if anybody watched much of the game on Monday night, but Mike McCarthy, as a Packer fan, that was vintage Mike McCarthy, not having any idea of what's going on with the game clock and managing it terribly. So, coaching-wise, I think Carolina's looking better. Dan Quinn, by the way, is looking fantastic for Dallas, and that was surprising because I didn't think he'd do that good, but he's been impressive. Dallas has something going on. Indianapolis at Miami. I took the Colts. I just don't have much faith in Miami right now. I think they're kind of a mess and turmoil with injuries and kind of figuring out who they are as a team. Cleveland at Minnesota. This is another really, really hard one for me. Cleveland's got a better pass rush, good defense, really good run game. Minnesota's defense is not good. But also, you just look at what, Kirk Cousins did to beat Seattle. You couldn't stop him. Minnesota at home, I know for a fact is tough. They're tough. And I think I took Minnesota for at home, which is interesting pick, I know, but my gut says if they're as dialed in as they were last week, I don't think Cleveland can stop them because they're mostly a run game, and they're going to need to throw a lot. And when it comes to Baker and just plain throwing, no play action, I don't think Baker can pull through. I don't have faith in him in that category. I think he's really good off the play action, but he needs a system for him. He can't just go out there and win you a game from the pocket. Giants at Saints. I took the Saints pretty straight up. We'll start moving on a little quick here. Let's see. Tennessee at the Jets. Tennessee. I don't think I got much else to say there. Kansas City at Philly. Philly's looking rough. They're hurt. Kansas City's not going to be happy. Kansas City all day. Another tough one here. We got two undefeated teams going at Arizona at the Rams. I took the Rams. It's home. If it was the other way around, I'd think about it a little bit harder. But I took the Rams because they look good. And until they show signs of not looking like the best team in the NFL, I'm going to pick the Rams, especially at home. Arizona also looks good, but they're a little banged up. And I just don't think they can, coaching-wise, stand up to the Rams. So now we go to Seattle at San Francisco. Another really tough one. I took San Francisco. I know they're weak at secondary and running back, but that's really, especially secondary, that'll be tough against Seattle. But Seattle's game plan is really interesting right now, and their defense doesn't seem like they can make stops. So at home, I'm going to go with the home team there. That just tips the scale into that favor, which for me it normally does. Home field advantage is a big thing, I feel. Baltimore at Denver. This will be the first true test for the Broncos, and I have them winning. They're at home. Baltimore's a good team, but they're also, like most teams right now, riddled with injuries. For a team that goes so hard off the run game, they seem to be struggling a bit on the run game. And Denver just, like, they look like a well-oiled machine. They got it figured out. They know who they are, and I think they'll show this week who they are. For people to stop saying like they only beat terrible teams. I think they'll beat someone good. Pittsburgh at Green Bay. I took Green Bay. Pittsburgh's offense seems like it doesn't know where it's going. I think Big Ben is officially done. He's got a completion percentage of around, I want to say 29% from 20 yards down the field, deeper, and that is not going to cut it in the NFL. I think he's kind of lost. He's got a lot of injuries in his history. He's fantastic, going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, but he's sadly, I think he's lost it, and I think it'll be a good game. That defense is solid. Our defense, I think, hopefully can step up, but I think Green Bay wins. They're at home. Plus, I mean, just Rodgers is looking good, and I take Green Bay. So we got then Tampa Bay at New England. Tampa Bay. New England's roster, I don't think is very good. Some of their better players are out, and Tampa Bay is good. Their secondary is rough right now. It's really stretched thin. Yeah, they got Richard Sherman, but he's not going to be ready week 1. Still, I mean, who's New England throwing it to? Like, yeah, they got targets and stuff, but I mean, like, Mac Jones isn't going deep, and I don't think they're ready. I just don't think New England's ready. Las Vegas at LA Chargers. That is a fun one. I think the Chargers will win. They'll break that 3-0 streak that the Raiders got, and I really like the Chargers. Now, the thing about the Chargers is I feel like they're really up and down, but I like the Chargers, and Vegas is they've been scraping by. They've been down, they've come back, they've been fighting. I mean, they're scrappy, and I like them, but I do think the Chargers pulled this one out. So those are my predictions for the week. Thanks for stopping by. Had a great time. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment, what you think, and I hope to hear from you. Have a great day, everybody. And as always, go Packers. All right.